What? 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 At an ungodly 4:30 a.m. in the morning, I know some of you are thinking, I'm gonna go take a leak and then come back for another 3 hours of snooze and then go get ready for another day of work. Nice. But there's already a mother and son hawker couple who's already at their stall at this unearthly hour, ready to do 6 hours of prep work just to serve you that one beautiful bowl of Singapore-style Teochew chicken curry noodle. 6 hours? 6 hours? What? I kid you not. Watch.
I'm KFCito, been loving heritage of street food for 27 years. I travel the planet for all kinds of tastes, faces, places, and their stories. Done events, TV shows, met great people, inked food guides, recognize them, and I'm not done. 4:30 a.m. in Hong Lim Hawker Centre by the edge of Chinatown in Singapore.
The streets are all empty at this ungodly hour of the morning. It's about 5 a.m. now, and I can just hear the whir of the exhaust of the hawker center, and people are just beginning to realize they're going to wake up in a couple of hours to go to work. But a lot of the hawkers are already hard at work here, preparing for food, for breakfast, maybe for lunch. Hawkers don't do shortcuts. They have pride in their food. They prepare everything from hand, by hand, from scratch.
Now, they have been doing what they do for the last 50 years, and it's all they know. Ah Huat's late father left his legacy for them some years back when he passed on, and they carried on in that same vein, that same routine, that same recipe, the same bunch of regulars that keep coming back. His mother, Madam Tan, is already in her 80s, and she still soldiers on. Same thing, same routine, every business day, 5 days a week, and it's no change. Hello, good morning, Ahua. To be fair, there's already a fruit stall that had opened 2 hours before them. Hey, you never know who wants a dragon fruit at 2 a.m. in the morning. Now look at that. Madam Tan is all of 80 years old, and she still has the strength and resilience to do this. It's not easy for anyone, 80 years old, male or female, to be doing this. God bless her. There you go. This could be the guy that needs YouTube and dragon fruit at 5 a.m. in the morning. And there's another stall getting ready for his breakfast gig. Kitchen safety shoes are important. There's some hot water and heavy pails lying around. Some washed spoons for the day. Ahwat slips on those kitchen shoes and he clocks into work for the day. It's a mother and son tag team effort. Don't speak much to each other. They know what's going on. They've been doing it over the last 25 years. And look at them, Madam Tan. Look at her legs. She's weak. She's got this plaster, and she sorts everything out. The colored pails. Each and every pail is for a particular reason. And it's her job. Lightweight, but she gets it done. Yeah, there it is. Some color for the drab morning. Now look at the lemongrass. It comes looking drier because all the moisture has been released and it traps all those aroma in there. And that is exactly what they want. Wow, smell is awesome. Boxes of these ingredients like the lemongrass, the pandan, the boiled potatoes arrive every day fresh. They do not prep ahead of time because they use a decades-old trusted supplier. And Mummy, God bless her, chops each and every one of these lemongrass one by one. She takes the base off, and that's not all. She smashes them to release all those aroma one by one. And just around the back from them are these wet market fresh produce stalls selling a host of seafood, meats, vegetable, dry goods, etc. And they are just ready for their customers at 6 a.m. Now, it's no guarantee of a good morning's business, so they go out, they pray for a good day, they ask for blessings, they ask for prosperity. Now back to Ah Huat. Now he boils some salt solution and then he showers them over the fresh chickens. And of course, I had to ask. 放盐水 over the chicken. What does it do to the chicken? This hot salt water.
Can say that cleans and also 放盐水 it's not about flavorful but more towards like cooking with 個小島
Yeah lah, clean to clean it, cleanse it lah, detoxify lah. No cavity is left unturned. Every crevice is blanched with that hot salt solution, and it takes away that foul smell. That's one reason why this brand has been around for 50 years. Now, this is just one of the tedious and diligent methods he employs to cook the chickens. He's got more methods up his sleeve. Down the road, stay and watch. Gosh, I didn't know there was a mural here because every mealtime when I come here, this place is packed and I couldn't see this beautiful mural inspired by the old coffee shop culture of the past. Nice. Then the fish cake supplier arrives and he reminds them not to come for the weekend as the place, the whole hawker center, will be up for washing and maintenance. So the bihun rice noodle is ready. Fish cakes are ready to be cut. The pandan and the lemongrass are all already, and some of these fish cakes are already been cut. Now watch closely. Notice how big, white, shiny, and moist and juicy these things are. And the mummy cuts it lengthwise, long. Now there's a reason why. They want this whole sensation to be full on in the mouth. My friend, you have been cooking this for 40 years.
Me
Helping your father until now.
no lah 有40 I
20, 30 years?
almost 25 26 years.
So I ask you, any regrets doing this?
No.
What are the happy moments? What makes you happy doing this?
Happy moments is the good comments from my customer.
And how many percent did you say of your customers are regular?
80%.
So you have a competitor nearby and all that. Why do they come to you?
I also don't know. Competitor 老丁
What are the bad things
bad things about what?
doing this?
Physically
The tough part.
very stressed out.
What about terrible customers?
Every day also have.
What is a terrible customer?
Terrible customer is It's like when you're asking something more and they doesn't want to top up.
Or they want more stuff but don't want to pay.
More soup, more tau pork, sometimes one, never mind, you can finish. You go down there, you go see,
Still,
hey uncle, sorry, what wake That is not terrible.
these are
People
okay
say
lah.
wake
Old people sometimes they forget.
你买 people uncle 辣椒拿多一点点就好，不够你再来拿。为什么不可以拿？哇，挂嘴，我讲你都不欢喜啊。
Hey, do you think food in Singapore too cheap? Your rent, your operation, cost of living.
Food in Singapore,
I know last time you're about $4, $5, $6, then now $7, $9 for a big portion.
as the years goes by, you have no choice. Cost of living in Singapore is so high.
So why don't you what is a okay, don't worry about other people. What do you think is a fair price for all this work? I mean, bear in mind, people sell chicken rice in America, equally developed country, 15, 16 US.
But for Singapore, we can't do that.
Do you foresee yourself selling this at $10, $12? Now it's $7 and $9. Do you see it reaching $10, $12 before you retire?
No.
You won't.
Don't.
How many of your customers buy big portion?
In percentage, about 40%.
40, wow. Regulars, come by habit,
Yeah.
come to Hong Lim only like you know them by name,
Some lah. But all the nicknames
give them special.
Yeah.
Kambang, Tau Pok,
not
it's
special lah. When they say they ask for more,
okay lah. Regular lah.
more so I'll give.
看爸爸了
No lah, because they regular so many years. Not is regulars. I mean regulars is normally they patronize my shop for more than 20 years. Wow. Who call up 讲我十几年 pioneer one. 我十年 one pioneer. He's the first batch.
Every week come
Not every week. Now he's quite old already.
Almost
93 years old already. Wow. So 1 month the son and the children will bring him.
Wow.
So meanwhile, Mummy cuts all this tau pork or puff tofu into long pieces so you get that same mouthful when you bite in.
So in 2-3 years, if your mother retire, you also have to retire because it's very difficult to do this one man. Your father did one man before, but it's very tough now. Plan to automate, expand, license a thing, come up with some kind of operation model. You can open 5 stores and maintain at least 80-90% of the quality.
Everything of this, but capital wise is a huge challenge.
I don't. Not just capital. Well, I think capital can raise. I think it's difficult for you to understand how to automate, how to go central factory, because everything you do now by hand.
And he ties each and every single chicken by hand, one by one, careful to ensure that they don't slip into the hot water as he's dunking and blanching them. Yeah, he does it over 2 types of heats. One is on a low heat, one is on a higher heat, and he does this batch by batch. Because of space constraints, he can only do this 3 chickens at a time, batch by batch, each taking 15 to 20 minutes. And he does this over high fire, low fire, and no fire. Now see how he conserves his energy, just rocking forward, back and forth, and then switching from left hand to right hand. Remember, he has close to 40 chickens to go before he can even consider serving the first portion of the day. That alone is easily 3 hours of work every day.
Why don't you just leave it inside?
No, the skin will be.
You must first like that.
Yeah, let the hot water goes in from into the body.
All over the body.
They tell me it's not about franchising. They want to cooperate with me, asking me to open up a few stores. And the most important thing is they got no idea about how to do it. Just kept asking me about the revenue, like 1 month,
Money.
we want to fetch how much in money.
So why don't you take it up?
No, they don't have any idea how much should I take it.
So your father left you this brand, this legacy, this recipe, this set of regular customers. How do you feel that down the road you may not be able to continue what he gave you?
How I feel. It's quite sad. It's quite sad, I should say. No choice. No choice. My mom is old already, then I'm also getting up. No. 80
I locked up there.
80 plus already. So physically, the signs are there already. I don't think I can continue in a few years time. But how I feel should be quite, Singapore way. We call it sayang. It's quite pity lah. It's quite pity that no choice of mine. Ultimately, I have to let go.
So you're gonna tell your father when you see him in heaven?
I done my best. That's the only thing I can say to him. I done my best.
If you have one helper, how can they help you? One foreign worker that can help you. Since Singapore don't want the job.
Foreign worker.
One worker lah. How can they help you?
At least they help me do all those, some of the chores, some like cook order or to stand in for me for a while.
To take away 30% of your work.
Much more than that.
Much more than that.
40.
Good lah.
Alright.
Meanwhile, Mum is spooning out their secret mojo chili sambal.
你可以做多几年啊？
看哦，做到不可以做为止哦。
阿嘎，
你问老板啊？
问老板
要请我。脚是会痛，没有力，脚没有力，酸啊。做到不能做为止哦。可以做就做咯。没有在家也是无聊啊，一个人。
So this is where the magic happens. They take that chicken stock, turns it into a little slurry, and they blend it that magical, fantastic chili sambal, and the whole thing transforms.
Yes,
Wow! Now he puts in fresh coconut milk, which he gets from a special old friend supplier. And again, that's what Daddy told him to do all these years. Now don't forget about the lemongrass and the pandan. It takes this Singapore Chinese style curry to another dimension altogether. This sieving of the curry pot by pot is so backbreaking and necessary. I can only hear the funny part of this. You know what I say not? Tadi, 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 tadi. Tadi, 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 tadi. It's a little reminder of his daily routine. I don't know how long such hawkers will be around in Singapore because I think we're very spoiled. These hawkers, they have to do what they do. Many have to come to their stall a good 2-3 hours before just to do prep work. These folks take about 5.5 hours to 6 hours before they serve that first bowl of chicken curry noodle, Singapore Teochew style. And they don't cut corners. The guy doesn't even know how to do any shortcuts. Automation. The guy goes, huh? Yo meh? You sure or not? No. So I think there's a lot of potentials for these people to expand. And if you carefully look at their operations and you simplify it, not totally automate it, simplify, you cut 40%, 50% of the work, I think these things can fly because their customers, they're not just locals, they are folks from around the world. They love this. And I don't know how many new generations of younger hawkers want to come into the fray and hawk these old, authentic, classic, distinct Singapore food. I know many are trying to come into the business, but they sell the same old. Some do pizzas and pastas and burgers and Western food and chicken rice, nasi lemak, the common stuff that people eat, what I call the LCM, lowest common multiple food that everybody eats. This is very rare, not because nobody wants to sell them. It's quite difficult to get this quality that Singaporeans are accustomed to. When cooled, the chickens are halved and then further cut into little chunks before they are sliced into bite-sized pieces upon order. Now look closely, there's a technique to cooking and cutting these chickens. Note the skin, they don't tear, and that's very important. And at this stage, mommy comes in handy. She helps stack those chicken in a certain manner so the skin doesn't tear. Now watch this next part. Now he's upset. He has to do all this heavy lifting every day, a few times a day. So I made light of it. Simi Bueki. Ooh, potatoes and curry. These are the little things that makes me so happy. Then the bean sprout supplier comes around 9:30 and Ahod is very particular. It does not come any earlier as the sprouts. They get soft and soggy and he hates that. And he takes one last break for the morning as Mummy puts on the final touches before they open for the day. And then next thing you know, Ahod knows it's showtime. Crowd has already formed and Mummy is beginning to take orders already. Then he makes one last final check. He makes sure all the ingredients are in place, in position as he likes them every day. He makes sure all the ingredients are cooked through. They should be warm, they should be hot, they should be ready to go. And then I remembered making light of his daily routine. Tadi, 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 tadi. Tadi, 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 tadi. Okay. Jokes aside, now this is one of his first orders of the day, and this is a mega monster version. It's called the ice kacang, literally named after a dessert because they put everything in there. Now he has all kinds of customers. Some make simple requests, some make very special, very weird requests. He caters to them when he can. Now he put fish cakes, he chops the chicken fresh, he puts extra fish cakes, he put extra puff tofu or tau pok, extra fresh sliced chicken, more curry, more puff tofu, and the potatoes. Don't miss the potatoes. Yeah. Oh, there are people who will order this thing for their last dish on the earth. And I think this portion is mine. Now, compare that with this version. Now he cuts up the fresh chicken so it's still juicy, puts in the noodles, the bean sprouts or tau pok, and the long slices of fish cakes. Then he adds in the potatoes. Now he blanches that freshly cut chicken, the hot curry to warm it up. Yeah, he's not done. Wait for the final touches. Adds in a little bit of bits and pieces of chicken feet, a little bit of that chili oil to lend color. Wow! Now this is for mere mortals, not me. Just saying. Now this is the ice kacang version. You see the layers of puffed tofu and those curry potatoes and the fish cakes, those gorgeous potatoes, sitting over a mount of poached chicken, so soft and smooth. And hey, where's the noodles, eh? Hello, noodles. Show your face. Show your face. Come on, come on. Oh, there you are. There you are. Now compared to this one, the regular version, which you can see all in a go. Well, this is not quite from India, not quite from Teochew, China. You saw how they make them. This is totally Singaporean Teochew lah.
This is essentially made with a very, very complex sambal, which is their secret sauce, ATM number, proprietary thing. There it is. And it's just blended in with chicken stock. The same chicken stock that's used to cook those 20, 30 chickens each day. And he puts a bit of seasoning and then he just thickens it a little bit with that coconut milk. The noodle sitting in the curry is just saying,
Take me, consume me with this Teochew curry loveliness.
I mean, you don't find this type of Teochew curry noodles in India, not even in China. This is totally created here. The blanched or rather poached chicken is so soft. Wow. I love this. Now this is puff tofu or sponge tofu or tau pok. The reason they put it in there, this thing absorbs the curry so well. Sponge, if it's edible and you soak it in curry or any sauce or soup, tastes and feels like this. It takes over. The flavor of the sauce or the soup takes over. Gone. And it gives you a nice long chunky pieces of fish cake. It's a complete full bite in the system. Who doesn't like potatoes in curry?
What you looking at? Haven't seen people enjoying food before?
This ultra smooth, ultra soft poached chicken with a lot of their sambal, and I mean a lot. Cheers. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Standing ovation. Yeah.
Now, the fans and regulars of this dish come to this hawker center maybe once or twice a month just for this dish. They come, they line up, they eat, they go home totally satisfied. And I mean line up, On a weekend or holiday, this queue can go all the way to the car park. Hey, you want to hear about the multi-millionaire one-dish hawker or that 120 hawker centers in Singapore? Subscribe. Make me work.